Not far from Maris Airport, I set up a small test scenario to demonstrate shooting without line of sight. You can actually shoot AGM-48s quite reliably over an obstacle with a chicane and hit the target. A few conditions have to be met for this. More on this later. You start directly in the chicane and have a hill in front of you. I have placed 8 fuel trucks behind this hill. Right next to the trucks, which form a row, is a friendly mobile air defense unit. This reveals the enemy, but does not fight them as there are no targets in the air. After all 8 fuel trucks have been neutralized, a vehicle depot spawns. New fuel trucks will then spawn from this depot and drive in a straight line into the sea. As you can see, revealing the enemy works perfectly. I just have to select the targets. Once again, the conditions that must be met. If I were to simply fire directly at the targets, all the missiles would hit the hill. That's why they have to be fired at a steep angle into the sky. This is how they first gain height so that they can rise above the hill. In doing so, they are constantly aligning with their targets. The missiles therefore fly in an arc over the hill and heat towards their targets. An angle of attack of 60 degrees is usually sufficient. Here in the replay you can see how I initially pull up the nose of the helicopter. Then I shoot the missiles which rise up and then align themselves with their targets. The rest is just beautiful to watch.
DRS.
And again from a different perspective. Nice to see that you can't even see the helicopter above the line of hills.
DRS.
The question may now arise as to whether this also works with moving targets. For this reason the depot spawns. New trucks spawn and drive into the sea. The mobile air defense unit reliably covers them so that I can try to shoot over the hill.
DRS. DRS.
Okay, in conclusion I think we can say that both stationary and moving targets can be hit. You don't always have the opportunity to fire shots from cover during a mission. But the more I pay attention to this, the better I get to know the terrain. It's always an advantage to know the terrain and what it looks like on the other side of the hill. Above all, you're rarely lucky enough for the enemy to have already been revealed. Then you have to carefully check the situation first. I definitely enjoy these maneuvers and they increase my chances of survival in the game. On that note, fly safe.